upon his charger stout, panoplied with ribbons all about. He guides his mount with whisper or pressed knee, precise and powerful for all to see. 4 times has Palomar won dragon crown. What more need has he to seek renown? Yet now once more to serve he'll bend the knee, to take a gift from such a one as she. From Magrat's hand accept the consort's crest. Oh, may it be that we are thusly blessed. Her carmine tresses bound about with pearls, she glides across the hall in finest linen, or leaves a wake of bruised and bloodied earls upon the sod as foeman's ranks she's thinning. In unwavering assistance wheels and whirls, leading, serving, slaying, always grinning. She may not overshadow towering spires, yet dukes and duffers Magrat Cat inspires.
Presenting Duchess Lucasine Ulrich, fighting for Duke Kellic McCormick.
Look you who comes! She of the mountains of Serbia. Her house hopped here on chicken's legs. Look you that Baba Yaga will eat you and disjoint you.
That's all true.
Of the vast mid-realm with Nikolai's term. Serena, fire-haired, fire-tongued opal, shook the dust from her shoes, took the Silk Road in slow caravan to Constantinople, her talents earning far more than men owed. Onward and eastward to stop where the Dnipro flowed. There found love, there made life, there settled down, but never settled less than for a crown.
all those who participate in shenanigans. I have been given the prize, the pleasure, nay, the pleasure, to introduce a baron and baroness like no other. Baron Kell Sweeter, the smith, the smiter. Baron Kell of the North, his sword is swift and decisive as a hammer against the cooling steel on his anvil. Ah, his muse, his Baroness Issa, she burns Logi's wild fires. She is the sun in the north. She sprouts from the ashes a phoenix, dripping sweet mental honey from the trees with leaves like winter embers. May you witness their kindness and their glory. May you find them a worthy opponent, a story to tell, and a friend to share a cold winter night around a fire.
Fire! Yes, yeah, fire. Battle rings weaver, shield clasp, clash conductor, Donner Chapin's jewel, sword strong orchestrator, bright smile bestower, hearth wealth distributor, warrior's champion, kindness cultivator.
Baron Tonus Van Driel, fighting for Baroness Anne Mulligan and Ferg de Lama.
Anne Mulligan speaks with a gentle voice as the kindest soul you will ever know. All who know her forever rejoice to have met one who like a star does glow. Yet this mouse who roars is as strong as steel, a rock for her barony and her friends. She will be ready to fight should she feel her protection's needed. So help she lends. Not just strong and kind, she also has a skill, an inspiration like a dragon's spark, as she bends ink and paper to her will, a true artist who carves and stamps her mark. So let all the Midrealm know and hear of Anne Mulligan, whom we hold so dear.
Sir Easterly Shoshino de los Indios, fighting for the Honorable Lady Doral Vespiana.
Oh, honored lady, shining bright, your well as strong as dragon's flame. Now lift your voice to call her name. Her kindness in a gentle light, her skillful hand has brought a flame. Oh, honored lady, shining bright, Noel as strong as dragon's flame. An inspiration to her night, her courage to the realm proclaim. For noble servants give word fame, oh, honored lady, shining bright, Norel, as strong as dragon flame. Now lift your voice to call her name.
service, so few note the doing. Stewards crave her crewing craft to speed their leading. Birth or wordkin, worth full will she serve, heart-filling, whose bright graces hasten her skipping nights fighting.
Sir Crispin de la Rochefoucauld, fighting for Mistress Gianna Vittori.
Putting her hat in the ring of glory, servant, leader, lover of her people. Praise be to Diana Vettori. Ethereal in beauty and in presence, she weaves noble webs to help the whole realm. Thus, and served with such care and effervescence. Emboldened by her love, Sir Crispin fights, slaying their enemies, earning honor and envy too from all the other knights.
Sir Edward Buxley, fighting for Magnifica Allegra Ginevra Solemnis Annapolis.
Twist the bobbin, turn the thread. Lace forms on a pillow's bed. Prick the patterns, place the pins. So the lacy dance begins. Spin and weave and twirl and tread. Twist the bobbin, turn the thread. Allegra steps and sides and arms, teaching country dances charms. Clearly heard throughout the hall, she summons those the courtiers call. Twist the bobbin, turn the thread, though those Welsh names can cause dread. On stage she was Isabella, now Arlecchino is her Bella. But her road winds on ahead. Twist the bobbin, turn the thread.
Sir Florence Icicle, fighting for Forester Gwyneth Cole.
Gwyneth Cole draws up her bow, stops fresh, her arms are still, takes aim at the target's eye, and lets arrow fly her will, straight and true to center black. Her attack ranks, never failing, and in battle crossbow locked on opponent's ducks and flailing. When its ghosts are easily gotten, justice sought in swift death sure. Mighty bears are prey of bowmen who have practiced to endure.
Temma's smile lights the room, bright beacon shining in the night. Her merry grin will dispel doom. Temma's smile lights the room. Tourney bouts beginning soon. Joyful warrior watches fights. Temma's smile lights the room, bright beacon shining in the night.
Winner both figures with careful aim from both livers to mid-grown fame. She helps wherever the soul meets, serves however needed.
Winter in Wallachia gives new pleasures. Deftly she plans, she draws, and she measures, crafting a garment of wool, full and feathers, gilding and guarding the one whom she treasures. While he's away, she shall marshal their forces, tally supplies, preserve their resources, pay the crown's taxes in gold and in horses, maintain her people and strengthen their courses. She is the picture of charming grace and romance. Her eyes are lovely, they take all in a glance. Beauty she has, yes, but with brains in abundance. Do not be fooled by her ease. Nothing is done by chance.
When Mistress Coronation in the Midlands round, with her paints and inks, artisans reinforce, and still her own skills she does astound, ranging order in chaos with illuminated force. When Mistress Coronation by Midland bound, court lips own, receptor of prudent vote. Always sharing, always learning, wisdom profound, quiet grace, courtesy, open. When Mistress Coronation of Starhill encourages and guides the Midland's pride, dedicated to honor, truth from her quill, her kindness is known kingdom-wide.
Shanagan's favor seek to scribe their name into the history of the Midrealm. Born witness by generations, ancestral and offsprung, a valiant effort made toward glory and renown.
When she sits in sunlight, softly smiling while she sews silken stitches, soft but sturdy, with every stitch her love extols. Her needle knits and dips and tightens threads of silver, threads of gold, clothe and guard her dearest dears when the nights are dark and cold. She unbinds her locks well threaded, from them takes a single hair, and weaves it in the battle banner, so she too may join him there.
Come, Midrealm, listen to my song. It will not take me very long to praise accomplishments untold of binding book and beverage cold. But more than that, her sacred call to make accessible to all the fairs that place their works on view, compelled to serve, determined to, authentic in her every aim, thus comes Roanna to her fame.
Wise Snowden works her quiet way in webs most insubstantial, then guards the northern oaken glades on Penzig's fields of glory. Determination drives her soul, third where she is needed. Her heart of gold is generous, bedecked in red for courage. Now Bryce seeks crown for sister friend, a treasure for our kingdom.
Crowned bedecked with golden mace, Captain May smiled the grace of one who holds monster dear. Last, no army gives her fear, as one who wears dragon's teeth in a necklace, victor's grief, civilized and savage, she fights and loves with dignity. Captain Maylee's sharpened sword, wielded by one adored of the company in red, seeks the prize of severed head. Duchess breathe a brighter stage.
Happy is she who wins for herself fair fame and kindly words. Arnura, though feisty and battle-born with savage arrows and savage blows. Happy is she who has in herself gentle laughter with those she knows. Yelmer Shieldmaid, Dragon Lieutenant General, laughs in glee when met with siege. A better burden can no woman bear, trusted on the fields with comrades brave. North shield of horror and Ayrton richer it seems. Mid-realm rejoice with Arnura, upright by our side.
The Honorable Lord Chuck Turner, fighting for the Honorable Lady Fantastic.
Mark out the boundaries on the pristine page. Each line portrays your measure straight and true. And craft your stunning offerings off stage, deflecting fame as only nobles do. How every stroke reveals your soul anew by forging joy from pen and ink and art. How much you deeply care comes shining through, reflected in the work that bears your heart.
daring and artistic Ottermutter to the wrath of Dernheld. Together, a formidable, stunning force do they present.
A better word you'll never find. Her word that makes the royalty mine. Her word that promises to serve, bold actions backing up that word. Her people will not be deprived. She comforts those who've just arrived. Unmindful of the coldest water, she's only doing what she oughter.
Long her labors, late the hour. Stitching fingers beg for rest. Dragons proud on champions' chests. Setting up and tearing down. Painting something for the ground. Stained with love, her hands and arms. A smile, a word to soothe all harms. Willow, fretty, dragon's heart. Long her service, great her art. Banners streaming let us raise, minion Shona, now we praise. This day there may be many foes faced, but they all shall bow down with haste to this worldly woman with such taste. Best muse Captain Trigger could dream of, with inspiration from above, she feeds her people with food and love. Never was there one who could compare to a lass so divine, kind, and fair. All hail Claricia de la Mer.
That's what I was thinking. No one goes straight around with those boots like Grimborg. There is no one around half as cheerful. An impeccable consort he'll be. You can ask anyone in Brendoken. His heart is just so full of glee. Oh, mid-realmers here, let us all give a cheer for Grim.
silvered white, his stride as firm as any night full starred. Though time has carved his hands, yet they are hard. He asks no boon, nor does he fight for fame, only to give her honor louder name.
She is the rock whereon I stand, her truth my guide through darkest night. Her service is my chief delight, my great reward her gentle hand. My courage she to flame has fanned, her faith doth multiply my might. She is the rock whereon I stand, her truth my guide through darkest night. And stood I ruler of this land, I took to her to steer aright. Her aid makes heavy burdens light, ever I am at her command. She is the rock whereon I stand.
Sergeant William of Mercia and Sergeant Aaron Reed Bethany, each fighting for the other.
The silver bull is dancing in starlight. Around his feet, the roses blaze blood bright. Devoted to him, blooming after midnight in blackness, pools and cargoes in flashing words. Dark. The love of each and each for air increase. The more is granted, yet the more they yearn. So on and so on, the death will never cease.
Sergeant Esprit Villain fighting for Sir Magnus Gregson. Behold, Esprit, the red-winged bull, the combat wombat. And her inspiration, Magnus Gregson, Yellsbane, Spinbane, Baudelaire, and his majesty magnificent, mysteriously masterful mustache.
Foxes forge across a field, green and white. A soldier's shining shield. Valkyries validate the valor of a man. Magnus Refson, the truth of much painting prowess with mustache and rapier. Many a birch buckler displays his glorious pigments and designs made by steady brushstrokes, holding hidden riddles, referencing warriors, skills of crafty or household cutting. With his one godly hand, Tyr hoists a chalice, an honor from the king. He cries the name Magnus, the man who cannot fall, boasting of a fighter with authentic heart and one immortal soul. the standards of what chivalrous warriors should be. Kind, helpful, and skilled artisan, a defender of the weak, and a friend to all that know him. Today he fights for the Countess Judith of Cortland, a double peer of good standing. She is grace and beauty personified, skin the color of alabaster, hair the color of gold, and a desire to save all the kittens. I give you Sergeant Elgar Ironhand and Viscountess Judith of Cortland.
Seasons well bestewed in the cook pot on the fire, with time and stage to name a few, but sawdust we do not desire. Leave wood shavings in the shop, where saw and chisel make their mark. From hearth to bench she doesn't stop, crafting art from dawn to dark. She lives in such a busy state, inside a feline habitat. All other things will have to wait, because it's time to pet the cat.
Who is the lady with color, hair, wings, buttons, and rings, nourishing hair? She is Penny Jadwiga, Biggie, short, chaotic hair and late, disturbance her horse. Pray tell what awards Jadwiga bears, for he seeks to find a worthy heir. She bears the awards, as of yet, airway stardust and purple fright. A lady of service to her car, as queen shall be, greatly adored.
Hail your majesties, and foemen tremble, for like the hurricane winds of his native Trimaris, now returns to this field the Pictish fury. Sergeant Gallum Talagat, he comes as the warden of the eastern borders from the Shire of Rivenvale. He is inspired this day by his lady wife, Lady Morgana Burke Hegastonberry. She who inspires all as the bardic champion of the barony of Brendogan.
Morgana strokes sable wings, in her soul the ocean sings. Now Midrealm's honor claims her service, honest, true, and pure. She spurs all to steadfast care, friends or strangers anywhere. She is the hub and the heart who plans, then hastens the start. Thus she gives with great delight to those she guards from the fight. Yet on those who bring abuse, she sets her black of vengeance.
Thank you.
On the knitting spool, yarn goes round, each loop supports the last one wound. Once the needle has pulled it through, so quiet Carolyn would do. Round the action, not in the center, unseen, until the humors stir, and softly the bon mot set free that rocks the company with glee, while patiently on her hand's part completes a stunning work of art. Truly Peter stands by her side with delight, devotion, and pride. Healing hunter, far explorer, every new face brings her pleasure, seeks to know their hearts and struggles, share their wonder, make them stronger. Calming friction is her habit, herbs and simples, these her tokens. Showing everything she dreams of, she comes to us, colors blazing.
Of all honor, respect, and truth, the living representation of that love which is worthy of honor, not only now, but in all times and in all places. Therefore, today, you fight in these lists not to gain power for yourself, nor for your own glory and honor, but for the honor and greater glory of the one whose favor you bear upon the field. By your valor, skill, and courtesy, will you advance that person's honor, and the one to whom victory is given this day shall declare the name of that person for all to know, and crown that person as royal consort, to reign alongside that after ascending the throne of the Middle Kingdom.
So
At this time, we will take the fealties of the chivalry. So if you're chivalry, please.
Chivalry, please present yourself before their majesty.